Thank you, audience, for joining in the webinar. To talk about eAge, I would like to first of all give a little background about eAge, just so that everyone understands the kind of structure that we'll be providing to them. First of all, eAge is India's, or I would say globally, one of the initial platforms in the world to get education, get training online. So even before Zoom was born, even before there was something called Google Meet, we were training students all across the globe through an online delivery model, and that delivery model is still in place that we have developed in house, and that we use to train around 1 million students every year, right? That's about the technology part. Talking about the background of eAge, so eAge is a brainchild of Hewlett Packard, ex CFO of Hewlett Packard, who joined who founded this organization in the year 2008. He with his team developed an engine wherein people could come and join in any time of the day and start their learning process on a individual basis, in a group basis, so that they can learn things at their own pace, right? So that was the idea behind bringing in eAge. The very basic pillars of eAge is transparency, giving customer the kind of services that they would need, and customizing things according to them. So it is very much tailored offerings that eAge will do. Apart from this, we've been always working in all the modules of learning. Because we have been in so many modules, we have got a chance to work with organizations like the Delhi Metro. We have worked with one of the FMCG giant, Hindustan Unilever Limited, all the big corporates like Colgate, Redington, JCB, Airtel, Novartis, like n number of clients that we have worked with. And this does not come in with one person doing things, but now we have a leadership team which holds 100 plus years of experience altogether. So we have got people from various backgrounds, right? So it's a holistic things for people as well that we'll be providing to them. So today we have got people with educational background, with a technology background, with human resource background. So we have people from various backgrounds working as a board member for us, right? Who guide us on every step that we take in the right direction for the education of the humankind, right? And of course, when we talk about globally training the students, this is not being done by a handful of people. There are about 5,000 trainers who are working day in and day out to make sure these deliveries are happening at a right pace. These deliveries are happening for the betterment of the every individual that is being joined with us, right? So it is, I would say, it is very basic to understand that the diverse customer base that we have through the FMCG, healthcare, finance, and other industries, and through the sessions that we take, the methodology of learning has to be very pragmatic, and it has to be very customized. So this is one platform that we have signed up with, wherein we are providing a customized learning to every individual from age 7 to whatever age that, because we have the oldest learner that we have ever had on our platform was 85-year-old. So yeah, that's something that we have done already. You're on mute.
Great. Thank you so much, Akshit, for giving this background about eAge. And I'm sure now our audience have quite an understanding what eAge is all about. Now let's go a bit deeper into, what eAge has to offer to our audience. So that's the main reason why, we have people joining in today, the main offerings that eAge is providing for today's education. So Akshat, can you please tell us what kind of offerings, what opportunities, what kind of education system eAge has?
Course, of course, of course. So, to be honest, Anup, I mean, we started off with very basic learning process is in order to provide people with English education or with spoken English education for all the students across the world. But as we have grown to a level that we are at today, we today help every individual in their different segments of working. Right. So to simplify for everyone, what I would do, I will just divide it into three major parts for us. Right. So first of all, what we do spoken English, right? So everything around writing skills, everything about spoken English, everything about day-to-day English, right? So we deal in all these three first of all particular sectors. This is basically everything around English that we will do, right? And as we grow above, as we go ahead in English, then we have competitive exams, then we have all these language training exams, right? So we train students for NCLEX, we train students for IELTS, we train students for OET, we train students for PTE, and this is one model that has been very successful in terms of providing results to the student. Because if I may add here that like 80% of the student that pass from eAge are actually the IELTS, OET, and English proficiency exam students, right? So I we have had multiple students joining in every year. So these are the few courses that we would be providing them. Apart from this, on the other hand, we have got multiple, as I just mentioned, that we've got multiple corporates that we work for. So we customize course according to them as well, right? So we are working on two bases. We are working on individually providing the English proficiency test exam preparation. We are also working with customizing each and every individual's offering according to their job profile, according to their maybe if anybody wants a promotion in a job and language is one hindrance for them, we would do that as well. So yeah, we are working to provide all the basic structure around English.
Great, Akshay. Thank you so much for answering this question. So my next question is about, you know, the kind of preparation that goes in the background for preparing our. Let's just say at the moment today we are discussing more opportunities for healthcare professionals. So to be honest, most of the healthcare professionals who are planning their career in like various countries, so language proficiency exam is a must. Okay, so how eAge has structured the programs, the kind of specialization, the kind of customization is provided to the students, and why IELTS or OET is so important?
Okay, so to answer your questions, Anup, I think we've got multiple reasons why this is important, but for our partners, so we have partnered with Nursify. We are their official partners in providing skills training for them, for their students, right? We work very closely with Nursify in terms of understanding what exactly is the need of the hour, what exactly could be the future potential of the nursing students that they would need, right? To I would first of all would want to tell you that English is it's a language, right? At the end of the day, what we need to understand is that why is this language or English proficiency exam is required for any healthcare professional, right? So to actually answer a very basic question, communication is something that a nurse or a healthcare professional is required to do or to have to understand from any individual who is coming into their contact to to be able to provide their to be able to provide the services in a better way, right? So if I have I have a patient who would want to tell me something in some way, and I kept on asking him without even understanding his accent, without even understanding his language skills. I would not be able to maybe treat them well, right? So as with Nursify, what we work because Nursify is a healthcare recruitment platform that has been hiring nurses and healthcare staff all around the world, right? So we understand from them what could be the basic requirement of a nurse that they are looking for, right? Once we understand that, we actually train the nurses in the similar way, right? As I just mentioned, that we've got 5,000 trainers on board, right? What we do is we train the trainers, we train the teachers in a way that these delivery models, one, the delivery structure, the modules, the content of the course is aligned in one manner that is being professionally accepted by a healthcare group, right? So we don't first of all work with just to understand what exactly is the requirement today. We work to understand and to deliver, rather, I would say, what exactly could be a future requirement, what exactly could be the requirement that we have been working for, right? So that's something that is something that goes behind the screen for a lot of people, right? Apart from this, one thing that has been taken care at a training part from our acads team is that our training team has been working very closely with the other big all the big staffs of British Council, all the embassies, to understand how exactly we can actually provide them a interview skills as well. So when we talk about all these structure, all these exams, all these offerings that we will have to do, right? This is not just to make sure that these are academically well, but to also offer them interview skills, resume writing, soft skills training, training any individual on the basis of of their languages, on any English proficiency. These are some things that we will be making sure of.
Great, Akshat. That's great, and I'm sure providing a customized package or providing customized training for every individual, because every person is different. They have different way of learning, different way of understanding. So that's what I believe eAge is focusing on. That's what eAge is mainly catering at the moment. So that's great, audience. So thank you so much, Akshat, for answering this very important question. Uh, yes, guys, anyone, if you have any question, please drop it in the chat box and we'll be happy to take that. Okay, so moving forward, Akshat, can you please tell us what's the difference between, because there are quite a few people who still are not able to understand if they should take IELTS, if they should take OET, if they should take PTE. So what's the major difference, or which language proficiency exam is mostly accepted by all the countries, if I would have to say? Akshat, are you there? Hello?
I think there is some disconnect, Akshit, at Akshit's
Yeah,
end.
can you hear me?
Yeah, he's back. I think he's back.
Okay. Akshat, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Can
So
you hear me now?
yes, I can hear you now. So shall I just repeat my question for you?
Yeah, sure. Please. I'm so sorry.
That's fine. That's okay. So Akshat, my question to you was, what's the major difference between IELTS, OET, or PTE? Who should choose what? Because there are a lot of people there, currently, who are aspiring to become a healthcare professional. They get confused which language should they go for. So that's the main question, because As far as we know, IELTS is the main language proficiency exam expected all over the world. Okay, but what's your point of view?
Okay, so let me before even telling about the differences, let me just tell people about the common points, like why do we take IELTS or why do we take OET, right? These are both English proficiency tests, right? That is something that we need to understand as an individual, that these are both English proficiency tests. Both of them are being prepared by us. No, I mean, I don't take sides of any of the tests, because I mean, we are at the preparation end of it, right? But at the same time, right, why do you take such a test, right? Because these are English proficiency tests. You don't give this test to compete with others. You give this test to prove that you have good English understanding, right? Let's understand that for a very basic reason, right? So, and for that matter, I would also tell a lot of for everyone that both the tests will have similar sections: listening, reading, writing, and speaking, right? Both of them will have same sections, if we talk about that. What exactly is the difference, right? Why is, if so me people may ask, why is English proficiency have two exams, right? So basically, what we need to understand are our own reason why we are doing this. If I'm a healthcare professional, right? These English exams are there, called OET, Occupational English Test, right? This is one exam that is designed for all the healthcare professionals, right? These are not taken up by the students. These are not taken up by any other professionals, right? When we understand that, right, what we need to understand that if the exam is being taken up by that, exam is being designed in such a manner, right, the questions that are being asked there, the kind of questions, the kind of situations, the kind of topics that are being asked in these OET exams are very similar to what a nurse or what a healthcare professional will have to hear about, or maybe understand, or may be able to hurt a lot in their working conditions, right? So as an individual, I need to understand for myself that if I am a healthcare professional, right, OET is going to be much easier for me. Why? Because the kind of words that will be used, the kind of situation that will be given, the kind of structure that will be there in the exam will be something that will be similar to my professional life. That is something similar to what I will be hearing in a day-to-day life, right? So this is something that they will have to understand. Though both the exams are going to be 3 hours, I mean, IELTS is approximately 2 hour 45 minutes, and OET is a 3 hour exam. Um, it is recognized, IELTS is both paper based and computer based, right? uh, while this particular exam, OET, is a paper based exam, while at some places it is available in a online format as well, right? Apart from this, what we need to understand that in IELTS we are being scored for each section from 0 to 9, right, with the overall band score. While in OET we are being graded from A to E, wherein A is the highest, E being the lowest. E as an elephant, right? And particularly if we talk about the fees, let's understand that IELTS is approximately 200 to 250 USD, right? The examination fees, whereas OET is about 400 to 500 USD, right? So as an healthcare professional, if I'm a healthcare professional, I have to go to some, let's say we work very closely with nurses, so I would take their example. So they ask us to maybe train their nurses in OET or in maybe IELTS, right? So that's a 3 months of course that we deliver to them. Train these we train IELTS or OET according to their requirement. understand from them what kind of offering that we will be giving to them, and then the offering is being given to them.
Okay, great, Akshat. Thank you so much for clarifying, about IELTS or OET. Why is it important? Which profession should take it? So we have a quick question here. If someone has done OET, which country would you prefer? Okay, so Faz Masiha has asked this question. If you have done OET, which country should he or she prefer? So Akshat, would you like to take that?
Of course, of course. First of all, I mean, thank you so much for the question, Fiza. I would first of all want to understand what kind of a profession do you come from, right? If you are somebody who is a nurse, who's a healthcare professional, who is a doctor, could be a doctor as well. I mean, you need to understand that what kind of requirement, right? To answer, if you are a healthcare professional, which I'm guessing you are,
Nurse.
right? No, correct. So this exam is being recognized in countries like United Kingdom, in countries like Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, USA, Canada, Singapore, UAE. I mean, there are a lot of countries which recognize OET as an English proficiency exam. Right now, the question will come: what exactly is your background? Right? What exactly is your I mean, I would say, what exactly are your preferences to go? Right? I mean, if you want to go to Canada, we'll have a different structure to follow. If you want to go to Australia, we'll have a different structure to follow. You can share your profile. I mean, we'll be happy to look at it, and if at all you need any of the interview skills, resume writing, we'll be happy to do that as well.
Great. Yes,
Hello, sir.
Akshat, I totally agree with you. Okay, so we have Mohammed Imran, right? Do you want to say something, sir?
Yes, yes, I want to. I am an ophthalmic technician, 2-year diploma. So, can you guide me what requirement I will do the OET or IELTS, and which country I will travel? I saw USA,
Mhm.
but I don't know regarding the island.
Okay.
Okay, so Imran, what you need to understand is, I mean, first of all, be very much clear in terms of what exactly are your preferences, right? I mean, if you're looking to go to Canada, if you're looking to go to USA, if you're looking to go to UK, you will have different structure to be followed, right? First of all, what I would recommend is complete your eligibility criterias, right? Healthcare world is very rapid. It is changing by the minute, right? What you need to understand is, if you're not eligible today, right? Maybe in future you might cross whatever English proficiency exam, whatever licensure exam that you might want to give in future, but it won't make sense if you are not target oriented, right? You have to prepare yourself. You will have to be very much clear as to what exactly are you looking forward for. If you're looking forward for UK, start preparing in that. Take the OET coaching, right? If you want, I can arrange a call back, right? Start with the OET coaching, start with resume writing, start with interviews preparations, right? But if you don't know that, you might want to start with something, and but I mean, you keep on checking the eligibility criteria, it keeps on changing, right? So what I would say is, if your mind is made up for UK, start preparing for OET. We'll make sure of giving you a call back. I mean, we'll have your email ID and number, Mr. Muhammad Imran. We'll make sure that you will receive a call from our end, and then you can go ahead with the process first, right? First be eligible, right? And then look for what all options that you will have.
Great. Thank you, Mohammed. I am sure Akshat must have answered your question. Still, if in case you have any queries, you want more clarity, you can reach out to us. We'll have your contact details. We'll also make sure that someone from our team is reaching you out to understand what exactly you need, how we can help you. If need with any training, that's why we are conducting this webinar, to make sure what kind of trainings are required in each profession.
Yeah.
Sini Kuruvila, and I guess Deshraj sir has already answered that. But still, I'd like to address that question. So it's why IELTS or OET is valid only for 2 years. do the person forget English after 2 years that they have to take that again?
Okay. No, I think Deshra sir has very much clearly mentioned about the answer as well. But to answer your question, Sini, what we need to understand as is to um, I mean, 2 years is a long time that exam is being valid for, right? This is one exam which proves again that I just told you, this is one exam wherein you are not competing with anyone, right? You're not getting a rank for yourself. I mean, if I clear my exam, if I will not pass or fail in IELTS, right? I can only get a band in IELTS. I won't pass or fail in OET. I will only get a band in OET. What does that mean? That my language skills as of today is this, right? Languages skills are nothing but something that you have developed by overly using that particular language, right? Have been constantly maybe practicing it with workplace, with maybe with at home. So that's something that you will have to understand. For example, OET. I mean, there are new terms that are getting updated each year in medicines, right? There are new technology which is coming in medicine every year, right? If you're not familiar with it, I mean, it's good that it is valid for 2 years, right? Again, healthcare staff, professionals, everything is evolving day by day. What you need to understand that this exam is valid for 2 years. It is giving you an assurity for 2 years, right? Which will prove that, oh, that you know English, right? So again, if your idea is to make sure that, oh, somebody will tell you, okay, you've cleared your language skills, but then it has to be updated, it has to be recent times. The English we speak today is not the same English that we spoke 10 years, I mean 10 years back, right? And it won't be same 10 years ahead. So we keep on adding new words, we keep on omitting few.
Great.
Right, Siddharth?
Yes, very well answered, Akshit. Just to add on one line, okay. So for our audience, the only reason why 2 years is the validity for language proficiency. It's again, as we mentioned in the chat box also, the speaking ability declines because most of the main reason why we are taking IELTS or OET examination to match up to the language standards of international speaking ability, writing ability, listening ability, reading ability, which has to be practiced on daily basis if you need to make sure that you can understand, read, write, or listen to the kind of language which is practiced internationally. That's the only reason why it is kept for 2 years, because as per the standards, as per the research, it states that after 2 years, if you are not practicing a specific language, it tends to decline. Okay, so your speaking ability tends to decline. That's why it is meant for 2 years. So yeah, that's about the main reason. So Akshit, we have few more questions here. Okay. So one is from Praises. She's asking, I want to ask if Nursify recruit nurses who lives in the USA and file for them after passing NCLEX. Okay, so I am happy to take that question. So Praises, yes, definitely we can help you out. Please drop your CV to us. I'm just dropping the email address in the chat box, and then we'll be happy to take your question and guide you further. Next, we have a question, Faiz Masiha. If someone wants to move New Zealand, please guide us how we can do. Many people scamming, and I have scammed 2 times. People, you tell me we can start our process. Okay, so that's by Faiz Masiha. He wants to know about the opportunities, the guidance for New Zealand. So Akshit, would you like to take that?
Of course, of course. Thank you so much, Siha, to actually ask this question. To answer your question, Fazia, I mean, people behind the curtains are doing a lot of things, right? What we need to understand is we are going to the right person who can help us, maybe, and guide us in making sure that we have the right approach towards getting a job, right? People are today ready to pay XYZ amount of money to in just getting a job, right? The only reason we do these webinars, this is not to ask you for anything, right? This is just for your information that how exactly you can take ahead, how exactly you can take your audience is ahead, how exactly you can take the process, right? So Faziha, when you say that you want to go to New Zealand, I would really want to understand it from your profile, what exactly experience, what exams you have cleared, what all licenses do you have, what all kind of experience that you have had, what all cases you have handled in your career as a nurse, right? And then I'm sure, I mean, we will have we have a lot of options for New Zealand, Australia, all these countries. I will be happy to look at your profile and guide you through the process, right?
Okay, great. Yes, definitely. So you can drop your query at hello@nursify.co.uk for any nursing job opportunities. I've dropped that email as well. I'm just okay, one second. hello@nursify.co.uk. Yes, that's the email address. Next, we have a question at the moment. Before I take any further questions, I request my audience to kindly place yourself on mute, because it's better to understand what Akshat is saying so that everyone can hear us, clearly. Okay. So we have we have quite few questions actually today. So we have a question by someone called Robel. Need to move to Canada, process to for NCLEX exam, best procedure done. What will be the next step? Kindly drop us your CV, Robel, in the I've dropped my email address as well. Just send us your CV and we'll guide you further with the further steps. Okay, next is, are you providing any job assistance for any countries? Please let me know. So Akshat, maybe quickly you want to address the countries which we are, helping out at the moment?
Of course, of course. And thank you so much for asking this. This will help a lot of other people as well to understand it, what exactly are the countries that are being available with us.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, Robert.
Can you just, I have just dropped my CV before also, and somebody gave me wrong information regarding there was some USA interview was going on, and some of your company, Nursify, they have already told, no, ma'am, you can go for the URSRN and all that. And I went there and they said, no, it's already pre-registered and pre-screening has been done and all that. So, ma'am, you got a wrong information.
Okay.
From wherever you have just been done. So please, can you just help me with this? Canada means again and again. I have your WhatsApp also. I've been connected for a long time, and this WhatsApp also, every time they're asking me, give your CV and your documents, and nothing is going on.
Okay.
Every time each person differently will ask. Sometimes they will just refer me to somebody else then again, and everyone will ask for the CV only and your documents. So I have been applying for Canada. So can you just simply just tell me what will be the next step before going to a certain nursing board?
Sure.
As I'm interested for Brunswick or Nova Scotia. So before just going to that NACN and NBNS, so what will be is there any initial step?
So Robel, I'm really sorry. First of all, I really apologize, for the misunderstanding which has been, there in the background. I'll surely get that checked. Next, Robel, I would like to answer that there could be there. I'm not sure. I'm not denying to the fact, but there could be some reason, because there are very few specialities that has been, accepted for USA at the moment. So there could be some of the reason why your CV must have not been put forward, which I will surely check. Don't worry about that. I'll check that for sure. Second, next thing is, Robel, for Canada at the moment, we will soon be opening up Canada in next few months, and then we will be able to guide you further. For now, we haven't yet started initial hiring or initial vacancies or providing job opportunities for Canada at the moment. So once we have started the process, we have the opportunities for Canada RNs, will be able to help you and guide further with completely, with each step at that time. But for now, what the only thing we can do, we can check your application, check the background, and see where your CV is lacking behind, what updates are required if need so. So I request you once again, Rubel, just drop your email address. Maybe if you're okay with that in the chat box, I'll point that, I'll have a note of it. Else you can just drop just drop a message, don't drop your CV, maybe on the hello@nursify.co.uk, and I will personally check that and help you out. Okay, Akshat, you're on mute. So
Sure, let's go ahead with it. Yeah.
okay, great. So we'll do that. Okay. Okay, all right. So just to one we have few questions regarding the opportunities again we are providing. So most of the opportunities which we are providing is to registered nurses. So Nursify, if I have to say, a partner Nursify, they've been offering vacancies through specifically to registered nurses in various departments, be it ward nurses, theater nurses, and yeah, to be honest, these two are the main departments that we are focusing on, with various other specialities which is differentiated. Okay, right. So company. Okay. So moving, so we'll take few more questions that we have. So Akshat, we'll just move on further with next few questions that we have. So can you please tell Akshat what kind of packages we are providing at the moment? So yeah.
Okay. So as I mentioned that we are working with all these exam preparations like IELTS, OET, spoken English, resume writing, NCLEX, PTE, right? So for everyone it is different, right? So for everyone it is different, but there's one thing that we have done for all the students that we have through our partner Nursify, that we are giving them a 50% off on all our packages, right? It's just that you will have to mention it while speaking to one of the consultants that you have been guided to us through Nursify, right? And then we have a coupon code from Nursify that we can use to give them a 50% off on our offerings, right? So for everyone, I would say we don't offer you one thing and we'll tell you that we can offer just this. We are a holistic development organization. We will take care of your resume, we will take care of your interviews, we will take care of your English proficiency test, we will take care of all other things that you may want to add to your bucket, right? These are something that we have been taking care of for almost all these years, and I mean we've seen successes. I mean, to be honest, we've seen successes of almost about 85% of our candidates that go through our training are able to get hired fast, right? One thing that we will have to understand in today's era, that healthcare staff is of course at a shortage. Same time, there are a lot of people who are in abundance, right? The gap between the two is being filled up by eAge. What we are doing, we are making sure that anybody who's getting graduated, anybody who's passing their nursing exam, is fit, is eligible, is employable by any of the global healthcare company, right? Anywhere in the world. So the teaching standards, the trainers, the amount of training that will go through for each of the students is gonna be robust, and it is gonna be holistic. So for everyone, it is a different package, but for every English proficiency test that we will go through, you will have an option to go through it for resume writing as well, for interview skills as well, and to develop all the soft skills that you may want, right?
Okay. Thank you so much, Akshat, for answering that question. So, Akshat, so let's take few more questions. We have quite a few questions over here, which is, I believe, very important to address. So, we have a question from Prabha Bora. Hello, sir. I am from Nepal, and currently I am working as a teacher. Besides that, I completed MSc Nursing, and I am planning to go to UK for work. So, which is better, IELTS or OET?
Of course, Prabha. I mean, I just mentioned about it. It's good that you know where exactly you are going. So now you can start preparing accordingly, right? You know that you want to go to UK. So for UK, I would say the best exam to take for any of the nursing student would be would be OET, that is Occupational English Test. You will have a similar kind of structural questions in there, but again, these will all questions be the situations, everything will be related to the nursing that you've done. So it'll be better. I mean, it'll be faster for you to, I mean, that is the faster route than to take it through other boards. What I can do, I can ask my colleagues, I can ask my counselors to give you a call so that they can help you with the enrollments as well. And if you mention about Nursify, you will get 50% off at the initial start of it. Mute.
Thank you so much. I believe we've answered the question, Akshit. So we have one more by Sumbul. I want to go to UK for a job, but I have no idea. Again, Sumbul, we've answered the question. Please reach out to us and we will have a proper. So guys, we also make sure that we provide you proper counseling session. Okay, so not just we're not just not selling the courses at the moment. We make sure to understand your background, what kind of course is suitable for you. So if you have any confusion, if you need to do IELTS or if you need to do OET, please feel free to reach out to us and proper counseling and guiding session will be done. So Sumbul, for you as well. Okay. So if you don't have OET, if you have made up your mind, we are more than happy to provide you coaching. Reach out to us and we can definitely provide you better, classes and coaching and trainers. I'm sure, right, Akshay?
Yeah, of course, of course. I mean, Sumbul, no issues with it. I mean, you will definitely get a call after this sessions once this webinar is over. I would just request you to go through I mean, understand from the counselor like what exactly are your requirements, and then they will guide you through the process as well. Don't worry on that at all.
Great. The next question we have, does your company or employer is covering the cost associated with the employment process for US, be it flight tickets, be it registrations, etc.? So Akshat, would you like to take that or shall I answer that question?
I can take that. So yes, GD, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with your name, GD. But yes, I mean, with Nursify as a partner, you can be very well assured, rest assured of the fact that it is going to be a zero cost recruitment for you, right? As a nurse, you will not be charged a penny to get employed by any of our partners in USA, in UK, or any other country that you may talk about. But at the same time, if you want to get eligible, then you might have to incur some cost. That's a different thing. But GDF, what I can do is I can make sure that you will get a call from one of our counselors so that you can understand these offerings and understand the kind of countries that will have to go in a better manner.
Great. Next, we have from Dhanam Dharma. Ma'am, I've heard that most of the countries like UK, Ireland, New Zealand, even Australia is very difficult to get a job in city sites, only in regional areas. How are you saying that we have international job opportunities? So Dhanam, thank you so much for asking this question. We are saying, why we have international opportunities, because there are various countries that we are dealing at the moment, which is UK, US, UAE, and soon we are planning to start Canada in like next few months, and even Australia as well. So as soon as we have the best job opportunities available, we make sure we align that to the candidates that we have. So it's not difficult, but yeah, it depends upon the kind of vacancies that we get. So that's about the international job opportunities. So if you are interested, if you want to know more, you can also definitely drop in your query, or if you're okay, if you want us to review your CV and maybe match the best job opportunity for you, you can drop your details at hello@nursify.co.uk. So that's about it. Okay, so that's we have one sec. Okay, so moving forward, Akshit, we have a few more questions. Which countries are open right now? I've already answered that, Kalpana. We are taking UK, we are taking USA, we are taking UAE, and soon Australia and Canada will be open. Okay, all right. The example, but don't have offers. I have clearance. Okay. Okay, so most of the questions, Akshit, I believe we have answered at the moment. And yes, once again, for everyone, Akshat, would you like to, give a quick recap of the session, maybe?
Of
Okay.
course, of course.
Yeah. So just tell us why someone should choose eAge, what we are going to offer, how they can reach, maybe.
Of course, of course. I mean, so very simple to answer your question, actually recap all of it, all of the pointers. Um, there are very few reasons that you should join us for. Why? And I think these are the most important ones, right? One, all of you will have a different structure of learning. All of you are differently designed. All of you are special in your way. You need and you deserve the special learning abilities as well, right? We've got trainers who will train you in your particular way, in your particular style, to make sure that you get the best out of it, right? We are not, and the second point is that we are not just preparing you, we are not just giving out a preparation thing for you. We are giving you a bouquet of things wherein you can prepare yourself. You can have an opportunity to write the resume with us. You can prepare for your interviews. All these steps are involved to make sure that you're more and more employable in front of the employer, right? And these are very critical points that we will take care of, right? Third point, and we are very closely related with Nursify. We are their premium partners that we have worked with. We know what kind of questions that are being put up in the healthcare interviews. We know what kind of process the nurse will go through when they are appearing in the interviews. We understand it from the very basic structure, right? That these are the few reasons that you should go ahead for. And then, I mean, you will have an option to take your classes from, I mean, from 10 a.m 6 a.m to 10 p.m. You will have the option to get the best training sitting at the comfort of your home. You don't have to step out of your home. You will have all these options available for you, right? These are something that will be doing it just for you, right? And when I say just for you, I meant that this is being very much tailored according to your needs.
Great, Akshat. Thank you so much. Just one point I would like to add in this is what you get majorly is flexibility of time. So that's a very highlighting point about getting eAge to provide you the coachings or provide you the best help that you need for with your language proficiency exam or any other skills training that you need is the flexibility that they provide. So they have different trainers at different timings available as per your convenience. That's the best part, and that's what I believe everyone should consider at the moment. Great. Thank you so much, Akshit. I believe we've taken a lot of questions today, and I believe we've answered most of it. And still, if anyone, guys, if you have any questions, if you have any queries, we are more than happy to help you. If you are looking out for job opportunities, you have cleared your IELTS OET, drop your CV to hello@nursify.co.uk, and our team will be more than happy to help you. And in case if you are planning to learn more about coaching, get counseling for IELTS or OET, eAge is there. I'm dropping an email address as well. Right now it will be there in your inbox, which is piyush.makeup@eagetutor.com. Drop your queries there and reach out to them. Maybe, if you are planning to know or get counseling, we'll be more than happy to help you with that.
And
Okay.
all of you will get a call. Don't worry, all of you will get a call from.
Yes.
So, I mean,
Yes.
we can take that as well.
Great, great. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll soon be back with another webinar to answer most of your questions and in case if you have any queries. Thanks, Akshat. Thank you so much for joining.
Hello, may I ask you a question, please?
Oh, yes, yes, we will. We are, yeah, please go ahead. So, GD, you are on mute.
Think. So,
Can you
GD,
hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So I have a few questions about your offer. Is your company offering jobs in for nurses in the army, in the Middle East as nurses or on the cruise ships?
Okay, so I think GT, you have a very particular ask. This is a very particular ask that you're asking. We will have to again go through your profile once, understand what exactly is your structure, what exactly has been your background. It's very vague if I'll just answer yes or no according to this, right?
All right, okay, that's
So,
fine.
so the
So
best
I
I can
guess I
say,
will have a call, or we will change some emails, I guess.
of course, you will get a call from us. Don't worry. If you're eligible, you will get a call from our team who's working for the recruitment. If you're not, you will get a call from eAge who will help you be eligible.
All right, okay,
VG
okay, thank you.
give you a call. Don't worry. VG will give you a call. Don't worry. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not in the UK at the moment.
Oh, that's
Okay,
okay.
thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, GD.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye bye. You, you mute.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. Thanks, Akshat, once again.
Thank you.
Bye.